Good morning. Welcome to another vlog. Hopefully you've already spotted that something is different, and that is no backpack. Okay, no backpack, no cameras in my hand, no large tripod around. It's true that there is a tripod, a very compact one, that's holding the Pocket 3 that's filming this, but that's it. I thought today I'd try something a little bit different in that I'm going to come out and I'm going to be as lightweight as I can possibly be and yet still do my vlog. So what have I got? I've got my camera, kind of a prerequisite. I've got my little sling bag. Got a little case there for filters. Probably not going to need them today, but it's there. I've got a 50mm prime, 7200 and a 15 to 30. That's all I'm going to need. Now I figured it was going to be foggy, and I was right. And I took a gamble. I came away from my normal area where I go and do this sort of experimental crap, and came to one of my favourite bits of woodland to see if the fog would come this high. It normally doesn't, but today it has. So I'm going to get some shots, handheld, in the fog. Right, first up, I've got this scene here. Fog in the background, which is just sort of diluting a little bit the strength of the trees at the back. Got a nice bit of colour there from this golden bush. There's one to the left as well, but I'm just a bit concerned that this might be a bit too wide down here. Not sure that's going to work, but all I have to do is move across to the left or move across to the right, and I think it's going to work out. So I'm going to take my camera. I've got 50mm on at the moment, and I'm going to wander up and down here and see what I can come up with. One of the downsides is because I'm going handheld, I've got to increase the shutter speed because I'm a wobbly guy, you know. I'm not a gimbal, so you have to forgive me. It's really bouncy, really spongy. So I've had to increase the ISO. Horrible. But yeah, so I've reduced the shutter speed as much as I can. And I'm going to have to keep checking these just to make sure I've got them sharp. But currently working at f8 because it's sun's come up for about 20 minutes. It's over there, but it's still, you know, it's not offering any light. Although there is, I can see through the top of the fog. So that light is ultimately going to hopefully shed a bit of light later on, and we can capture that, I hope. Okay, I've done a good bit here. One of the things I'm doing today is I am trying to include quite a bit of the rough terrain. There's a bit of debris from when trees have been felled, etc., but they've all grown over now. There's moss on top of them. They're quite compact after the rain and the snow has fallen on them. So when I was here in the autumn, everything was kind of sticking out and upright, messy. It didn't quite work. It's all compacted now, and it offers a nice bit of foreground because there's lots of different colour in there, lots of tones, lots of shades. So I think I'll be using that a little bit more for this one. There's a grand fallen tree here, and I'm not sure if you can make out on the video. I'll try and do a bit of footage closer up. But look at the golden fronds hanging down from it. Obviously it's sad, but it's beautiful as well. So I'm gonna have a walk around it and see if I can find a shot. Probably it might be close up, might be a bit of an intimate thing, but yeah, I'm gonna do a circle of it. Oh fuck me. I don't feel, round the other side it's just a mess. It's only this presentation that for me works. The 50mm isn't cutting it, so I'm going to switch to the 15 to 30 just to see if a little bit more width, a little bit more space to work in will do the job. The nice thing about having the Sling, I can very easily switch lenses, no problemo. Yeah, I think that's better. I don't quite get the light that I do with the Prime. I'm going to make a few adjustments here. I don't want to change the f-stop, so I'm just going to raise the dreaded ISO. I think this is much better. I'm going to capture all of this between these trees. I do want a bit of space either side of the trees as well, though. Yeah, I do. I don't want to just catch them framing it as such. You know, I want to show that there's more of it. I'm really going wide with this. Still need a bit more light. I'm going to drop this down to f5.6, and there she is. Got another fallen tree here. So again, it's a case of wandering around, being careful, because obviously if this one's fallen, who knows. But my word, what it must take to drop these. Absolutely phenomenal. Possibly the ground's a bit looser here, and it does have that kind of feeling to it, that it's looser soil. I don't know. But yeah, I've got to capture that. I've got the arse end of the one we've just done here. I don't think you can see it on the video, but massive root system right there. Huge, absolutely huge. So it's really sad when I see these things falling, but going to get that. Those lines are so strong and so definite. There's got to be a composition there. So have camera, will travel. Now I'm keeping a bit of this foreground in. Currently f5. It's going to be a bit blurry. I may try and mess around with that a bit. And then what I'm going to do is move away from this bit, which can be an issue because it's so close to me, and get to just taking in the holly bushes here. The sun is rising just above the trees there. You can probably see that brighter patch on the video, and it's illuminating a lovely bank of trees. Now there is a fence in front of that, but because of the fog it's obscured, you can't see that, so I think I can get away with it. From here the 15 to 30 won't do the job. It'd take in all this, which is not really what I'm after. The 50mm, and I think I need to be a bit closer. So again, because I've got this mix of lenses and they're easy to get, I can just turn the camera off, R5, a little shutter will come down, protect the sensor, drop that in there. Now I have got to faff about because I use EF lenses, that's an RF, but so I do have to stick an adapter on for this, unfortunately, and I've only got the one because they do take up quite a bit of space and they are heavy, and especially as today is all about not carrying lots of stuff. I think I'm doing all right so far. It seems odd. I'm not constantly checking to see what I've dropped, left behind. I'm not fumbling for stuff. I'm not thinking, oh, it's in my backpack. This is really liberating. Anyway, 70 to 200, because I want to reach into that scene. I'm a bit concerned that there's two very strong trees, and that could ruin this. And so if I do have to go closer, i.e. beyond those trees, I'll have to put the 15 to 30 on. But let's have a look. Okay, definitely too bright, but that's okay. We're going to go to F11 for this. Bring the ISO down. Yes, that hateful ISO. There we go. I'm going to get in there. I do think those trees are killing this. I think they're killing it. I can't in all good conscience make this work with those trees, so I'm going to have to get closer, which will mean this is now redundant. See if I can work behind it, but then it also brings me closer to the fence. This may not work at all. That scene didn't work out. I couldn't get close enough and remove the trees, so I'm standing now in the middle of it's actually a crossroads in the woodland, and it's great because it offers lots of compositions. That way I've got fir trees, evergreens reaching up, that look wonderful. That way I've got this, and I've shot this many times before, but I've got the moody mystical straight lines. Looks amazing, especially in black and white. And then I've got these enchanted trees all around here. There's also an avenue shot that is down there. I've mentioned this before. I won an award for that. But that was in the autumn when it looked really beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wander around taking some shots here, and then I'll put them up. I'll do some video footage of the location so you can see what I'm seeing, and you might spot some better compositions. And then I'll throw the images up. So lenses are all ready. Off I go. There is a problem with doing it like this. I don't have the big tripod, long exposure shots, unless I wanted to risk my camera on the little compact tripod I've got there, which is really for exactly what it's doing: action cameras, gimbal things like Pocket 3, of course phones, lightweight stuff. I could do that in a pinch, but I don't think I would. So today is all handheld, which is a first for me, entire day handheld. Again, not having that backpack, wow, but in it is all that gear that I always think, oh, if I don't have it and I need it, I'll be kicking myself all the way home. Oh, excuse me, a light's coming through. Got to go get this shot. It's going to be a bit blown out on the video, because again, no time to adjust it, but that light across the top of the trees and the fog diffusing it gives it a really mystical quality. It's beautiful. The colour is like it's like the faintest brown in there. You know, it's not quite orange. It's more towards the brown, for my eyes anyway. When you see the shot, I hope you'll agree. I've got to say that felt really good. Don't know what I was expecting. I was filled with trepidation, not bringing the big tripod, certainly not bringing the backpack. Wow. But no, it felt good. As I said, liberating. I'm going to finish up in the woods here now. I might do a few more shots, but off camera, because I'm just going to scamper around like a pixie. And then I think I'm going to head over to Crowder Coat. I just want to see what the situation is there. If I can get a good shot maybe of Parkhouse and Chrome Hill, maybe, but it might be a bit too thick in fog for that. But that's the joy of, I guess, going lightweight. I can drive around, jump out the car, and because what I've got is what I've got, I shouldn't be panicking about what items to, pull out the bag. So off to the beast. and the next stage of the adventure, which of course may not happen. I don't know what I'm going to find, but I'm going to enjoy the drive. That's enough for me. It's beautiful. It's a Sunday morning. Again, don't normally like doing Sunday mornings, but I've got a big night tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out tomorrow, my usual day. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, if there's anything else to come, it's going to be following up right now. Okay, took another gamble. I risked, this fog just seemed to be hanging around, and I thought, you know what, this could be Padley Gorge day. So I've just arrived at Padley Gorge. I had a really easy trip because there was, you know, no traffic, and yeah, I'm here at Padley Gorge in this fog. Now, it's already sort of 9 in the morning. It's going to get busy here, but more importantly, that sun's going to get high. It's going to take this beautiful fog away from me, so I've got to move quick. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to vlog of this, but I've just taken a shot of one of the trees I've always wanted to capture in the fog. I have bought, full disclosure, I've got the big tripod with me. I'm not going to mess about for this, and yeah, I'm going to get hunting for compositions. Kind of running through here like a madman. I'm up at the twisty trees, the dancing trees, so I'm just going to work my way through here. Look how good these look with fog behind them. Ooh. Yes, I want to try and do an avenue shot I've always wanted to do as well, but I also want to try and get the water in, and I also want to do some of the fallen trees, and then I want to get some of the colours, and then yeah. Okay, 15 to 30 lens on. Want to get all of this in the course. Now there's a big bough of a tree down here. Don't want that. Don't mind having these rocks surrounding it. That's great. Nice little bit of foreground. And of course, what I want to try and do is capture the bole of the tree there and reach into the background as well. Away we go. I absolutely love the moss of the Peak District, I really do. It's so incredibly vibrant, and you see it in the pictures on Instagram and you think, no way, oversaturated, too much vibrance. It's not. This is what it's like. So I want to make sure I keep that in. To get this shot, just loads of great rocks around it covered in moss. So I'm going to drop the camera a bit lower than I normally would for these. And it's kind of going to look up a little bit, not much, but it might be noticeable. But that's because I want to make sure I catch all these rocks in the foreground, and I don't leave any dead space if possible. But here, in fact, I don't know if you can see, there's a few little boulders there, got the moss on. I mean, why wouldn't you want them in the shot? Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to walk up towards the, there's a bit of a sort of wall of rock there. I'm going to see where I can get looking alongside of that. While I'm in hog heaven, so everywhere I turn here is beautiful. Bear in mind, I visit this place a lot, and I always find it great to shoot here because there's always something I can capture that's either a little bit different, an angle that I've missed before, and of course this fog is just how I like it. It's not too dense, you know. And this is where I really love doing photography of woodland, when I can get the enchanted shots, the mystical shots. Yeah, sure, I'm going to process it. You know, I'm not going to claim otherwise, but a lot of what I've shot today, I'm absolutely positive, no processing, no Orton effect, you know, no glows. I won't need anything fancy because it's in camera. I've looked at the back, and unless I've done a lot handheld, unless I've got it a bit too, you know, I didn't get sharp enough, it's going to be wonderful. And I'm saying all this before I get home and process it, so I'm kind of excited. I don't want to sound like the YouTubers that go, but I am excited. Now, I've just sort of done this shot, just to give you an idea. This is I love this sinewy tree. It's not curling and spiraling like some of the others. Well, you know, like that one, but which I am going to shoot. But it's sensuous. Ooh. But it's on a precipice. That's the other thing. It's literally on the edge of the rocks here. Let's get over there. You know, come looking down. God, I love this. Oh, I camped here once. So what you've got then, the background is the tops of these trees sort of reaching in behind it. Will it work? Don't know. I think it will. So yeah, I take the shot. That's the thing, isn't it? If you take the shot. So I've got a couple more I'm going to do up here. I'm going to just wander in there where I saw the millstones, and I'm going to maybe take a shot of this rather natty tree. Oh, it's my head. Natty tree behind me. Going to give that a whirl. The fog's really hanging on. This is great because it's going to give me time to go back down and into the trees. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to go for the water shots today. I think while I've got the opportunity, I should shoot as much of this as possible, this top end. I can't do all of Padley Gorge because it's getting late in the day. I've just come back from my mysterious woodland. But, and then I want to go and get the best ice cream in the Peak District. I promise you. Okay, best part of the day for me. I'm going to get ice cream from Tag Lane Dairy. I'm not kidding you, it's the absolute best. Well, it's not ice cream actually, it's gelato, which I imagine is Italian for ice cream or something like that. Oh my God, I can't wait. I've just seen Jack, who makes the ice cream. Incidentally, I'm not at all sponsored or anyway rewarded by these guys, and I should be with the amount of money I spend here. So in we go. Morning. Friendly staff. Right, let's show you what's going on. Look at this. Look at those flavours, oh my God. Okay, so this is not for the vegans, of course, but like, what have we got here? Raw Jersey milk, and this is a National Milk Quality Award winner. So I always get like a 2-litre bottle of the Jersey milk, straight from the cow and chilled. And I have my cappuccino, made with the same stuff. It's really nice. And then, oh my word, the ice cream. The flavours are to die for. And because this is gelato, it's not as, what do you call it? It's not as icy as ice cream. It's smoother and it tastes so good. So yeah, sadly not sponsored by these guys, but maybe if you go in and you say, we saw that Ed Scalson guy and he was talking this place up, maybe they'll give me free ice cream. You never know. So anyway, it's Tag Lane Dairy. It's on Tag Lane, surprisingly enough. And it's a good place to stop because just along from here is the Magpie Mine. And then of course you carry on, you go into Baslow Edge and Padley Gorge and all that sort of stuff. Winding Brook if you carry on up even further, or perhaps if you go the other way, you'll hit Buxton. So there you go, little interlude for you. The best ice cream in the Peak District. Okay, things I'm missing today with not bringing all my gear. The drone, not exceptionally missing it. There wouldn't be much I could do in the fog, but I could maybe get a few nice, shots of it motoring through for B-roll. I mean, that's what the drone's job is. My beetle clip, my PGYTECH beetle clip, I really like it actually. I like being able to just have my camera there. I've grown super confident with that. And so as you can see, I've got it on a strap with those, what are they called? These are, I think, the Peak Design, but this isn't a Peak Design connector. It's some cheap piece of crap, I think. Earlier on, was I missing the big tripod? Now and then, but not much, not just in the woodland, because I wasn't compelled, because of the nature of the environment today, to do long exposures. So I think, again, I won't know till I get home, but I think the handheld stuff's come out okay. I certainly enjoyed doing it. I just hope it's worked. Here at Padley Gorge, I'm very glad that I switched to the big tripod. I haven't bought a load of gear to do filming, of course, so that's why you've got no sexy footage. Plus, I don't want to stand here rabbiting all day when I should be taking photographs, and I really didn't think it would be this good this morning, and that's the way the dice roll, isn't it? But anyway, I've sent a message to Craig Yates, just bragging, really, saying, look what you're missing, ha ha ha, because that's the kind of guy I am. And as I'm talking to you, I just seen how beautiful this tree is by me. It's one I've shot like 3 times already down there. And now I'm looking at it from this angle, and I'm looking down, and I can see more of the of those leaves. So I'm gonna take this shot as soon as I've done this, and I'm gonna wrap here. There's so much more to photograph, and I think I've still got time to get more in, and I suppose I should be vlogging, but I want to get the photographs done because that's what I'm doing. I'm a photographer first and foremost, vlogger second, until you pay me. Until you pay me, then maybe we'll talk. Yeah, so listen, thanks. I'm going to leave a few shots at the end of this, so don't just wander off. I'm going to put you a few shots up, calm down, and yeah, I'm absolutely positive you're going to be trying to get to Padley Gorge when it's foggy. Right, I'm out. Up come the pictures. See you soon.